Hey everybody, Ryan here with the weekly update for, November 30th. What do you know? Tomorrow's December 1st, so Christmas is actually coming up soon. I forgot about that. Nah, I didn't. I actually got all my Christmas gifts done, and I never had to leave this house. Oh, by the way, you'll notice the new color to my wall? Yep. I have all the painting done. And no, that is not blue up there. It looks blue when I'm looking at the video. It's actually white. But it looks blue with the camera and the color, I guess, from the lights outside, which is basically just the sunlight, or, well, the light reflecting off the snow. Anyway, yeah, I don't have any things here except my Master Sword, which you can't actually see in the frame, and then another sword. There will be a third sword, that will be added to my collection, hopefully. I did ask for it for Christmas. It's the only thing I really asked for Christmas was that. It's basically a replica, just like the Master Sword, which is a replica, from Final Fantasy. I tried to find one from Final Fantasy VII for Cloud's Buster Sword, but it was too expensive. And same with Sephiroth's Masamune. They were never too expensive, and I didn't want to have my parents, who are getting me the gift, that might be getting me a gift, spend too much money. So, basically, it's going to be a replica of Lightning's gunblade, like her sword, like her default sword, from Final Fantasy 13, which is an LP I'm currently doing. So, hopefully I get that for Christmas. That's what I asked for. That's basically it that I asked for from, Mom's actually one of the suggestions, so maybe she get a third sword. And then I can get like a sword rack eventually. And I said, yeah, okay, and came up with some ideas, and I showed her the Buster Sword one, the Sephiroth, Masamune, and the Final Fantasy, the gunblade that Squall uses in Final Fantasy 8, and the one that Lightning used, the replica one that I found on Amazon, and out of all of them, and a few others. I even found the Keyblades from Kingdom Hearts, and basically she said, well, I'll take them into consideration. But she said, so far, it looks like that one there, and the one she pointed out was the one from Final Fantasy 13, is the highest possibility because it was the cheapest one. Not by much either, by like 20 bucks or something, but anyway. And she said it was the coolest looking one out of them, but I think the coolest looking one is probably the Masamune, Sephiroth sword. But anyway, sorry about my voice, it's kind of raspy today. I do have Smash Bros. Wii U. I haven't really played it a lot, but I do have it. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Omega Ruby, and I'm liking it. But I also got Sapphire too, Alpha Sapphire, and I'm kind of playing them both at the same time. I'm a little bit further in Sapphire than I am actually in Omega Ruby, but I'm playing them both at the same time. You're probably thinking, well, that kind of might get boring and repetitive. Well, if you're a Pokemon fan, you want to get all the Pokemon and be able to swap them back and forth between the versions. Then why not play them at the same time? So yeah, I'm still gonna. I haven't gotten into Big Planet 3 yet. It did come out. I did have it pre-ordered, but with the holiday season, I had to cut back on some of the game, spending on a few things to put towards Christmas gifts. So I will eventually get into Big Planet 3. Sonic Boom, I played the game a bit for the Wii U, and I have to agree with the critics. The game, to be perfectly honest, I'm going to use the word, it sucks. It's not that great at all. Voice acting, not really good cutscene. I actually find that the 3DS version, which is not that great either, is actually better than the Wii U version. The 3DS version is actually better. So, sometimes that happens. But yeah, the 3DS version is actually better. That's my opinion, of course. If you're wondering what the color of this wall is, it's kind of a burgundy, but it's called Red Earth. So, no one else has seen this color except for, well, my dad, who's the one that helped me paint it, my mom, and myself. And I did say to Colin that eventually they will see it, but if they're watching the weekly update, you're basically seeing the color right here. Now, it looks a bit brighter in this video, but it's actually a tiny bit darker if you see it in person. And Cole and Bang and Colette will probably see it in person in the next week or so, because my shifts are actually changing at work. which is another part of my update. I've been doing a lot of night shifts, and like till 10 Eastern, 12 Eastern, which in between that basically is the end time. So basically it's 11:30, between 11:30 p.m. and 1:30 a.m. with my job, and now that is this coming Saturday. I'm happy to say it's changing, not by much, actually by much, because now the latest I can work would be probably 10 p.m. Newfoundland time, which is 8:30 Eastern. The earliest I would get off, this is if I do 9-hour shifts. The earliest I get off is like 8 p.m., which means if I and usually that's on Saturdays. Now I can get shifts where I can get off a little bit earlier. Like I might get 8-hour shifts when I'm off at 7, which is 5:30 Eastern, or I might get short shifts where it might be on a day where I only work 6.5 hours. But the guaranteed thing is, and apparently Google Chrome wants to open finally in the background, which I launched like 6 minutes before I started this video, and for some reason now it's wanting to load. Google Chrome kind of does that every now and then. But anyway, so yeah, hopefully that will be good. And the cool thing is, it's kind of a cool thing, is I get Wednesday and Thursdays off. And if you follow the calendar, that means I have Christmas Eve off and Christmas Day off, and I have New Year's Eve and New Year's Day off. As for Boxing Day, which is mainly in Canada and like other places too, I think Europe and all that kind of stuff, parts of Europe like United Kingdom, I think. There's other, and Australia, I think there's a few places that do Boxing Day, not just in Canada. That's a Friday, so I don't think I would have that day off. Unfortunately, I would probably have to work that day. But, like I said, no biggie. The max I can work is by 9 o'clock in the night anyway, so big deal. The main thing is I got Christmas Eve and I got Christmas Day off. And New Year's Eve and New Year's Day off, so that's awesome, because they all fall on Wednesday and Thursdays, and that's the days I have off. So basically, what that means is I'll be able to record in the evenings when I get off work. And I'll get off at an earlier time, at the latest 10 o'clock, and if I want to, I can record. And most TV shows that I watch now are probably doing the fall finales. Like tonight is the fall finale of Madam Secretary. And I say most shows, Simpsons, pardon me, Simpsons are not even on tonight, so I can watch the Madam Secretary. Well, I'm going to try to watch it while I'm out. I do have to work, but maybe I can catch it after work. But anyway, or tomorrow before I go to work. So, yeah, when a lot of those shows are finishing up now for the holidays. So once they do, then I won't have to worry about getting off work and saying, oh, NCIS is on. Oh, it's a rerun until like January. So that means I can just say, oh, I can record. So that means I'll probably do most of my recording in the evenings after I get off work. You know, I'll probably be tired, but I'll still do it. And a lot of the recordings are going to be done on basically Tuesday nights after I get off work, and then I don't go until Friday. So that means I would have Wednesday and Thursday to basically record a lot of videos. So let me try to match record. If you're wondering when the next episode of Wind Waker is coming up, because I'm going to get into my game LPs right now, that's a hit or miss because I haven't had a chance to record because of my shifts. So probably Tuesday, I'm going to record the rest of the Wind Temple. Because I only did I did 2 videos, but then I mashed it into one big, I edited it heavily, because there was a couple of, I was going to do a little bit of side questing, but then I decided to take that out. So that's why I only have 1 video for it. And sorry, Lotus, I thought I would have more, but I will have more this week. When it comes to Final Fantasy 13, I have 1 video left to put up, and then I have to start recording. Tomb Raider I still have to record because I don't have anything recorded for that, and I do have like 2 videos of... Is it 2? Yeah, I still have like 2 videos of Batman Arkham Asylum that I have to edit and put up. As for much games, just being lazy when it comes to the Final Fantasy uploading. So I'm going to try to get some videos up this week, especially with Much Games now being partnered with Fuse 4 and everything like that. It'd be great to have the, more videos up on that channel, not just from me, from all the members. I think also, and I'm going to check while I'm here, I think Old World Gamer did make an upgrade to the website today, and I'm talking about the muchgames.ca website. I'll check into that in a few seconds. But LPers that I've been watching basically, and I didn't do a shout out last week. Basically, I've been watching a lot of Grotuses lately, especially Chrono Cross, and I just watched Silent Hill, which was a pretty short video. It was like 8.5 minutes or something, but that's cool. And I decided to pause the video I'm watching right now from here to do the update because I got work in about 3 hours, yeah, 3 hours and 9 minutes basically. So I'm watching his latest Mortal Kombat video with smoke and everything. Bongo basically, mainly with Bongo, I am watching a bit of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Every now and then, but I'm a bit behind that. But I'm mainly watching the Binding of Isaac one that he has, the Rebirth. That's the one I'm really into. And then I'm watching Zelda Master play not Twilight, what's the game? Majora's Mask, Awesome Face Boss playing Twilight Princess. I gotta catch up on some of Cole's videos a bit. And other members of the Much Games crew, if I haven't mentioned you, same thing. Like Taju22's videos I gotta catch up on. I've been following a lot of Jaxia's Final Fantasy VII videos. So there's a lot of things. But I got most of the Christmas shopping. I got pretty much all the Christmas shopping done. I did watch the new Star Wars trailer for The Force Awakens, which is coming out next December. December 2015, that is. And I have to say, I cannot wait for it. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I've said it before. Huge Star Wars fan. I do like Star Trek too, but I'm more of a Star Wars fan. And and I can't wait for the new Hobbit movie, which is coming out, I think, in a few weeks. In December, the third Hobbit movie. Because I have the other two and the three Lord of the Rings all on Blu-ray. So I can't wait for the third Hobbit movie. But the new Star Wars movie when it comes out next year. Maybe directed by J.J. Abrams. I think it is, or J.J. Anyway, I can't wait for that to come out. It's going to be awesome. It's now owned by Disney LucasArts, but it's going to be an excellent movie. So if you're into Star Wars, haven't seen the trailer yet, then you probably have been on Twitter or Facebook or social media when Friday when like the internet basic. If you think Kim Kardashian's picture of a butt a couple of weeks ago, or the CM Punk finally airing his laundry or something about the what happened with him leaving WWE and left all that, because there's a podcast with him and Cole Cabana apparently. If you think those were big things, and yeah, that's a big thing in the wrestling world, then you probably didn't see the Internet Explorer on Friday morning around 7:15 Pacific time. So it was around 12 o'clock here when Twitter kind of exploded about Star Wars. So, yeah, it was a 1.5-minute trailer. You didn't see any of the characters. You didn't see, like, Han Solo, which is played by Harrison Ford. You didn't see Princess Leia, which is Carrie Fisher's character. And you did not see, like, Mark Hamill, which is Luke Skywalker. Of course, they are supposed to be in the movie. You did, and spoiler alert, you did see the Millennium Falcon. And you did see a desert-like planet, so I'm assuming that's Tatooine. And apparently, there was some kind of Sith Lord in a forest, and he had a lightsaber that had, like, the lightsaber came up, like normal, and then also on the side. So it's almost like a broadsword. It's like which I'm kind of categorizing as a T-saber kind of thing, because the handle was here, and then the two sides were lightsaber beams too, and so it's like 3 beams. So, interesting lightsaber. A few people on the internet complained about that, but we'll see about it. The new Stormtroopers look kind of cool too. They kind of got a bit of the old design and the new design mixed a bit. But yeah, Star Wars The Force Awakens next December 2015 is going to be awesome. So yeah, looking forward to that. As for the Much Games website, I do believe we upgraded today. Cole requested it. And we do have an update on the website, basically saying that Much Games has partnered with the Fuse 4 network. Although I'm No, that's fine. And I was looking at reading what they actually said, what the thing was, and that is actually true. That basically Dave McCauley of Fuse 4 and Cole of Much Games, Cole number 2, they're the ones that basically got together. Now, Cole asked my opinion on it, and I told him, do what you want, basically. If you want to set up the podcast, set up the partnership, go for it, basically. I think also in the podcast archive, if you go on the site, and I'm not going to show the site in the video, the podcasts that we've done so far, there's basically embedded videos of the podcasts. So far, there's only 3 podcasts. Right now, the other 2 are just links, podcasts 1 and 2. The latest podcast is the one that's actually shown there in video. Now, if you click on the other 2, and I do have the rights to rebroadcast this because I am a Much Games member, actually co-founder. Okay, there we go. Basically, you will be sent to YouTube and right to our channel to that video. That's for video 1 and 2. Podcast 3, you actually can watch it on our website. Until Podcast 4 comes out, which then I assume Podcast 3 will become a link. And then it'll bring you right to YouTube. So yeah, I'm basically waiting for Final Fantasy 13 2 to come out on Steam, December 10th. Also, speaking of that kind of stuff, I do have to announce the winners of the games in question. Now, when it comes to Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I don't think I can actually gift it to you through the eShop. So I may have to mail it. So I might have to go on Amazon, get your address, and actually physically mail it to you from Amazon. Basically ship it to you from Amazon. Or eBay or wherever. Or order on Nintendo's website and have it shipped to your address. Because as far as I know, I've been digging around, I don't think you can actually... It's not like it's not like Steam or I think the eShops and the Wii's and all that where you can actually gift people stuff and they can just download it. I think you actually have to, and I can't just buy a copy of the game. Like, I can't buy another Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire because I already have the game myself. So I had to find some kind of arrangement. Now, if you do know a way that I can send it over, maybe I can get a copy of the game on my 3DS, the capture card one, download it, and then maybe I can get the file transferred from an SD card to this computer I'm on, and then basically send it over Skype or something. But I don't think I can even do that because I think it would be linked to my 3DS name. So I had to figure out something to do. Anyway, the winner of that is LP Grotus. I did spin a wheel with a couple of names, and Grotus did win. So Grotus, I'll be contacting you basically on Skype for the Much Games chat or individually on Skype or something like that in the coming days. Probably won't be today, but in the coming days, we'll work out some kind of arrangement to get you a copy of either Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire. You're choosing. As for the winner of Final Fantasy 13 for the PC off Steam, there was only 2 people that actually commented on the videos. On video 1, the video that I asked you to basically comment on when I did that video. Now, I did say last week any of the Final Fantasy 13 videos, but I'm not getting many comments on that video. I'm getting views on it, but not many comments. So the only people that really commented on the original video were basically LP Grotus and Colin112. So where LP Grotus already owns the game, I think on PS3, and he just won a copy of Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire, then I basically didn't do a randomizer. I did the Pokemon one first. So where it landed on Grotus, I basically knew what to go with. So Cole, I'll be contacting you basically later today or over the coming weeks, and I'll be sending you basically over Steam a copy of Final Fantasy 13 for the PC. Whether you want to install it or not and play it, that's up to you. But you did win a copy of it. So congratulations to Cole and Grotus on winning copies of, well, one winning a copy of Final Fantasy 13, being Cole, and the other one being Pokemon Alpha Sapphire or Omega Ruby, which is going to be going to LP Grotus somehow. I'll figure that out in the coming days. So yeah, that's basically for the weekly update. I don't really have anything else to say. It's been about 20 minutes now. I do have to go right now and basically watch the rest of LP Grotus' Mortal Kombat, and then I have to watch the Bond of Isaac video, which just launched apparently a minute ago on Bongo's channel because it is now 12 Eastern, or 12:01 Eastern. So, yeah, that's about it. Stay tuned for another podcast, basically. There's going to be a new one for Much Games eventually. It might be this week. The good thing about the podcast, before I go, most of the time they do it on Fridays, and I was always working late. So now if we do it on a Friday, we'll either do it around 8:30 Newfoundland time, so 7 Eastern, or we can probably do it at basically 9 Eastern, which is 10:30. I know that's a bit late for people like LP Grotus and Samurai TX. So if we have to have it a bit earlier, then sometimes I'll miss it. Also, with the next podcast we do, we are thinking of having some special guests. More about that in the future. But me and Cole were talking about it, and we were talking with the crew, and we're thinking of getting 2 people involved in the next podcast, if we can, depending on when it is. So, look forward to the next podcast. It could be this week. And that's about it. Keep checking out the rest of the videos. More Final Fantasy 13 this week. More Wind Waker this week, of course. Batman. I do have a video which I probably might... I'll probably put up the Final Fantasy 13 today if I can get a chance to edit it. If not, you'll see the videos. You'll see videos for my LPs resuming tomorrow. And with my new shift starting next Saturday, that means I'll probably have videos up more often because I can record in the evenings now, which I can never do. I always have to record basically before work, which I didn't really like doing a lot. Or recording on days off, and sometimes on days off I had, well, there's all this painting to do. So, I'll see you all next weekend. Thanks for watching. Peace out.